Okay, I have to come on and say this. I have fished here often. Many, many, many hours have been spent fishing right here. Never in my life have I had more fish get away than I have had today. And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the fish. They are not biting, like, at all. I thought, you know, I'll stand here, I'll fish for a little bit. I'll skill up. No, we're not skilling up. No skilling up is happening.
Farewell.
And I've never seen it do this. I think about 80% of my cast have been fish has gotten away. It's so weird. My skill's at 30. I got my skill up to like 20 last night. And so like I started the day at like 20. It's up to 30 now. It might have been 25. We might have only gotten 5 skill ups so far. It's not gonna cut it. I should be able to fish here just fine. I shouldn't be having as many problems. We'll see if the shiny bauble helps. It's already helping. Blood Moon, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's the nice little lake near Goldshire. But I got 1 to 25 here last night, no problem. So I thought, why not just keep at it? We're doing better now. I guess maybe I needed the item. Plus 25. It's pretty significant. I need to go back to Goldshire and get the recipe for these. They don't sell it here in Stormwind for whatever reason. Richard, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think in Sod people need the fish and the coyote steaks for the waylaid supplies, don't they? That's probably why they sold well. I'll check the prices on the auction house before I vendor them. Tactical making the spiced bread, that was added in BC. If you're talking about just like getting the spiced bread recipe and you buy the ingredients off the vendor and you can get all the way to 50 with it, that wasn't added until Burning Crusade, bro. Although it's a good way to do it. Like when I'm leveling up cooking in Wrath of the Lich King, I always do that. We just buy like a bunch of spiced whatever and make a bunch of bread and sell it. And that gets you to like 50 really easily. I wish I could do that in Classic era. Johnny, good morning, man. Welcome to the stream. Lori, good evening to you. Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's hard to keep track of all the different versions. Especially like the small changes like that. That was such a big quality of life change for cooking though, when they added that in. It'd be cool to see a season focus on crafting and focus on like big changes to crafting. You know what would be really cool? If you could break down or disassemble pieces of gear into their components. Like if I had a bunch of cloth gear I didn't need, being able to break it down and turn it into linen or wool or silk or whatever. Same thing with like plate or chain and leather, like being able to like to dismantle old gear as a way of getting materials to craft new stuff. That would be a cool system to add to crafting. Doing things like opening up more professions to people, maybe a season where you can take as many professions as you want and just see like how it breaks the game. I think all we can hope for TBC is like maybe someday, far down the road, they do a season of Burning Crusade. I think that'd be cool. I think a season of Burning Crusade would be cool if they, you know, probably just give us like 100% XP buff right away. Or even like a 50 or 60% XP buff could be good. Because, you know, you're going to have all that additional Outland content to get through. But yeah, a season of TBC would be cool. But then, like, if they're making a bunch of changes, how much is it actually going to feel like TBC anyway? That's the other problem. I guess, like, if you do a season of TBC, all you're really guaranteed is to get the Outland content. Because with class changes and stuff, it's probably not going to feel like TBC. Fish for a little bit more. I want to get fishing up to 50. We're at 45 right now. If I get it to 50, I can learn the recipe to cook the... Well, no, that's cooking. I have to get to 50. Okay, I'm not going to be able to cook these guys. Okay, I shouldn't be fishing here. I should be fishing in the pond outside of Goldshire. I'm going to catch more small fish there. I'm catching all these guys. And, like, I'm going to have to hold on to these forever now. I think it's like 50 cooking is what I have to get to cook those guys. That's not going to happen, like... right away. Let me buy the recipe so I have it. And we'll try doing a little bit of fishing out here in the lake.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for that.
Be careful.
In that way we can actually level up our cooking. Yeah, I think having one TBC era server and one Wrath of the Lich King era server, like, per region would be, like, fine. But, you know, they'd have to pay somebody to maintenance it. That's what it probably comes down to that, you know, because, like, the server space would not be much for a single server per region to have one TBC era realm and one Wrath of the Lich King era realm after Kata opens up. But they'd have to pay someone to maintenance it. It'd probably have to be a couple of guys. If you have a guy, then he's got to have a boss, and they have to have a secretary. Now you're paying 3 people. Gets out of hand really quickly, apparently. I think if they opened up a TBC era realm, they would see a community of people start doing TBC hardcore with the add-on. I think that's what would happen. I think you'd see that kind of like same thing that happened on Bloodsail Buccaneers when hardcore really took off. If they opened up a TBC era server, it would become a hardcore, like, unofficial with the add-on hardcore server. And that would be really sweet. It'd be cool to do hardcore in Burning Crusade. You'd be able to do more of the content solo self-found because they got rid of a lot of the elites. Like things like Pyrewood Village and Stromgarde. I'm pretty sure all those guys became non-elites in TBC. you'd have the awesome TBC dungeons to do. And more importantly, though, you'd have blood elves. That's the most important thing. Is that if you can do TBC hardcore, you get to have blood elves. Which means you get to level up a million characters in the blood elf areas, which there's really no way to go wrong with that. They're the best areas in the entire game. I would definitely just make a roster of blood elves. Although the fact that they can't be warriors is kind of like a big miss. When did they get the warrior class? Was it in Cataclysm that blood elves were finally able just to be warriors like everybody else? Had to be Cataclysm. Yeah, I didn't get the raw bristle whisker catfish recipe. I have the brilliant small fish recipe and the mud snappers, but I don't have this one. It was a little bit more expensive, and I didn't think I would need it right away, so I didn't grab it. Laura, you hated the blood elf areas? You need to go back and try it again. That's sad. It's sad that you feel that way. They have some of the best music and like some of the best visuals like in the game, in my opinion. But it's okay, we can feel differently. I won't hold it against you. There are probably zones that I hate that people love. Actually, I don't really hate many zones. So. John, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I may be in the same boat. I'm not a big fan of the Horde, but Blood Elves are like my favorite race. So I don't really know what to do with that exactly. You know, the good thing is, like, yeah, in retail you have Void Elves. I feel like it took too long for the Alliance to have like a High Elf option. The Alliance should have had a High Elf option like a long time ago. And it's not like there would have been a lot of work involved. It's the same character model with blue eyes. And then what would have been cool, they probably wouldn't have thought of it, and they probably wouldn't have had like the story elements in place for it. But imagine if around the like Cataclysm era, Alliance gets High Elves, and Horde gets Eridar Draenei. I don't know what kind of story you'd have to tell with Velen or whatever, but imagine like a splinter group of Eridar Draenei join up with the Horde side, and at the same time, the Alliance could get High Elves. You know, like a little tit for tat. You know what I mean? Like that would be awesome. Would have been awesome. Could still be awesome in like a Classic Plus type of scenario, Blizzard. I know you're listening. Classic Plus. We need High Elves on the Alliance. We need Blood Elves too, like, but we also need Eridar Draenei on the Horde side. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, well, they'd be like bad, you know, they'd be bad, but they wouldn't be bad, they'd be misunderstood. Like, a lot of races end up on the Horde side, not because they really need to be on the Horde side, but because there's not, like, another place for them in the world. Like, that was kind of how the Forsaken ended up on the Horde side. Like, the Forsaken didn't want to be on the Horde side. There was just no other place that would accept them. And so, like, the Eridar Draenei would be the same thing. Like, I don't know if they'd have to be evil. They could have been, like, the same kind of, like, splinter group that broke off from the Burning Legion. But then, obviously, like, coming to Azeroth, like, nobody's gonna want you around or trust you. So the only really good option that you have is to join up with the Horde, which is, like, composed of races that throughout history have been misunderstood and not accepted by the fairer races. So I think it'd be pretty cool. What exactly is tat? How do you trade the other for the thing? I'm not really sure how it works. I'm not an economist. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure about those kinds of transactions. Snickle Fritz, good morning, buddy. Yeah, exactly, Richard. Yeah. I mean, some of them could be evil. You could roleplay them evil, but they wouldn't have to. They would just be the splinter group that didn't get accepted anywhere else. All right, I'm up to 61 fishing. I feel like that's okay for now. I'm gonna have a lot of these guys that I gotta hang on to that I can't cook right now. But let's go and see if we can cook the small fish at least. Do they have a little stove in here? Yes, they do. I'm gonna intrusively use your little stove. Imagine somebody just like walking into your house because you don't have a door, because why would you have a door? In the most dangerous places in the world, why would you have a door? And then they just like go into your kitchen and they start opening their bags and cooking all their food. Imagine that. It's very obtrusive. We probably wouldn't even clean up after ourselves. Alright, so with that done, I could go out and I could do more of this stuff. I don't really want to do that. I want to go back to Loch Modan, and by Loch Modan I mean Morogh. I want to go back to Morogh. We have level 7 gray, level 7 gray, we have level 9s that are going to go gray soon, and I feel like there were better runes available. There were like a couple of runes that I wanted. And I don't know how much I care about, like, the rune that I can get here. We have to unpolymorph some more people, and I'm sure, like, eventually, in the fullness of time, we'll do that. I think we can unpolymorph some of them over in Morogh as well. But I remember seeing, like, a couple of other runes that I wanted. Oh, we have a mage quest here we can probably do. Mirror Lake water sample. Let's go grab that since we're on our way back to Stormwind anyway. The spooky kids upstairs in the house. Oh, I didn't realize that was the house. The ones that stand in a pentagram pattern, and they, you know, the weird music happens. Alright, we got some Defies people here. I'm not sure if I'll, like, if this is multiple quest chains, I'm not sure if I'll do multiple quests for this, but we'll do this one. I'm sure the reward's probably like a robe with like 1 intellect on it or something. And then again, I'm pretty sure that I'm still wearing the starting robe. I'm somehow still wearing the starting robe. That's very unusual. Usually you pick up like a garbage robe that you equip at some point. I didn't even equip a garbage robe. We just got the same one on that we had at level 1. And what level are we now? We're level 14. I mean, fair to say that maybe I should change my robe pretty soon. I don't know what's going on with me. How have I not looted a single chest piece? It's crazy. Patrick, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream. How am I exactly obtaining this water? Let's see. Is there an item? Yes. There we go. And yeah, I'm definitely going to play with the fishing rod equipped. That's what we're doing. I have an agility staff, agility stamina. I suppose that's better than a fishing rod. Although not very much. I fell right in. First time I've done that. I blame chat. Mike, good morning to you. I blame you guys. How's it feel to be wrongfully accused? This is the walk of shame. All the guards saw you fall in. They all saw you. You know they're all up here laughing at you. And then, like, dripping wet, you have to walk back up the boardwalk. It's the walk of shame. General Marcus here, he's just like, kind of like, he's looking away, like he's embarrassed for us. He won't even meet our eye contact. Sad. They salute. I don't like it. I don't like saluting the guards. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Yeah, I don't like it. I found that out like a few weeks ago, and it creeped me out. It still creeps me out. I don't like that they salute back. It's freaking weird. Cause it's mainly weird because I never, for 20 years, I didn't know that they did that, and so I don't like it. I think all the guards do it, man. I saluted a random guard and he did it. I'm pretty sure it's all guards. I saluted a random guy, and there are guys back by the Stormwind Library where I learned about that to begin with. I'm pretty sure any guard that's labeled a guard you can salute and they'll salute you back. We'll test it again. They just like, they square up, they face you, and they salute. Dustin, I'm doing well, man. Thanks for asking. Zenkai, am I enjoying the hardcore solo self-found? Yeah. Yeah, the priest has been fun. I'm keeping that stuff as a recorded series. I don't plan on streaming any of it. Mike, good morning, man. Welcome. Other PCs don't do anything. Like, it's just the guards. You can wave to other people, they don't do anything. But if you salute any guard in Stormwind, they will salute you back.
Well met. See you around. Be careful.
And I guess the reason they would do that is, like, technically once you get to Goldshire, like, you've been deputized. So, like, canonically, if you are a human and you play through the starting areas, like, your human is a part of the Stormwind Guards. You have technically been deputized into the Stormwind Army in some fashion. I don't know how, like, legitimate it is. I didn't look at the paperwork myself. And I didn't sign anything either, but I guess it makes sense why they would salute you back. What did I receive? I received a lay orb. Oh, a lay orb. We don't need that right now because we don't have a main hander. All right, let's get going. We're gonna jump on the tram and we're gonna get back over to Dunmorrow, and we're gonna salute a guard on the way. That guy did not give two shits. Let's find a stationary guard. Who did I salute earlier? It was the guy right out here. Let's go salute this guy. I know he wants to salute us. So if they're on a patrol, they don't stop. But if they're just standing there...
Well met.
They should all salute. But yeah, apparently if they're walking... Yeah, they don't let you interrupt their patrol, which makes sense. You could probably like cause some kind of mayhem if you could interrupt their little patrols. What about some other people? What about these people? Who are these people? These are not guards. These are like named NPCs. They don't behave like guards. Okay, so they don't care. What about you?
Something?
Yeah, like the normal posted guards who are not on patrols will all salute you. They do slash wave also? Oh man. Ugh, creepy. It's really creepy. It's kind of like when you were a kid and you have like an action figure and you play with that action figure for a long time. Maybe you have it for a couple years, and then one day you find out there's a button you can press, and now the action figure has a voice or makes some kind of noise. It's just weird to me. Like I never knew they waved or saluted, and now that I know, I just feel kind of like weird about it. I don't appreciate it. I wish they were just the stationary, mindless, unresponsive things that they've always been. Really, Alex? If you wave to them during the quest, they'll help you kill those NPCs that spawn? Oh, that's really cute. I never would have thought to like, hey, I'm in combat now with two guys unexpectedly. Better slash wave the guards. Like, I would never have thought that. It's not my first instinct when I get thrust into combat. I guess it's like you waving for help. Like signaling them that you need help. I did a little bit of tailoring as well. I'm pretty sure I did this last night off stream. So I did a very little bit of tailoring. We've done a very little bit of cooking, and now we've done a very little bit of fishing. Skinning is maxed out. I need to fix this in Ironforge. Yep, we probably already have missed out on quite a few skill ups. Yeah, we can grab fishing too. I probably won't fish until tomorrow, so that is not as crucial. And then you can only do that up to 150, then I have to find a book somewhere. I'm not even sure where to find the book after 150. Or maybe it's not a book, maybe it's a specific trainer. I'm not sure which.
Interest you on a pint? What's your back?
Oh, Alex, even for cooking past 150, I need something from Ashenvale. See, I didn't know that at all. Didn't even know it. You know what? Well, I was gonna say we should check for a greater magic wand, but the lesser magic wand was 19 silver, so we're not gonna be able to afford it anyway. Maybe someday, when I remember to send myself some gold. I don't have like a ton of gold, but I have a little bit of gold. Alright, looks like we're heading to Brunel Village. We can probably cut right across this way. And maybe we can even stop and do the Shimmerweed. We're looking for a rune up here off of a Frostmane Seer. So apparently just a random chance to drop the rune. Oh, and we got the buff as well. We got the world buff. Crit strike chance by spells by 4%, 42 spell damage and healing. 42 spell damage and healing. I mean, at my level, my fireball spell only deals like 75 max damage naturally. So are you telling me that I'm gonna get 42 damage stacked on top of that? Because at this level, that would be an incredible amount of power to have. That's gonna feel really good for like 2 hours, or until I die, and then when I lose this buff, I'm suddenly going to feel very, very weak. I guess that's why you then like go back, stand around, and wait to get it again. Would be, you know, one way to go about it. I definitely should have made some water. That would have been a great idea before popping all my buffs and going out of mana immediately. What a way to go. Turns on buffs, goes Typical mage. Meanwhile, somebody else completely slaughtered this camp. Sucks to be us. Here we go. More importantly, though, I'm looking for a seer. I would like to get the rune. I would like to have another rune. I'd like to have any rune that was useful to me, because right now, I'm not actively using either of my runes. So, like, as a mage, at a low level, I would say, like, the rune experience so far has been really, really boring. I can't imagine being a mage and being like super excited at this point. Whereas everybody else gets something pretty decent for like their first couple of runes. Like even if you want to be a frost mage eventually, the runes at this level are still not good. Trinity says, good day, Robert and Chad. I appreciate your game content while I work at home in the background. Makes me wish I was still playing the game. Well, you should play the game, and thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's very generous of you. You can still play the game if you want to. Even if it's only like an hour a week. You could wiggle your toes in the water, you know? Or you could just hang out here. I wonder if this is going to be like a bad drop rate. I can't remember if I got this one on the gnome or not. If you only have time to pick herbs or fish, just play during Cataclysm, because in Cataclysm you'll get experience points by picking herbs. That was one of the cool changes they made in Cata. Like when you go mine ore or you pick herbs, you actually get experience. And I knew a guy who like leveled that way. That's a different robe. Like at least finally we have replaced our level 1 starting robe. And I've never seen this item drop before. Let's go ahead, we'll put Fingers of Frost on it. I don't know why, like realistically I don't have to. Like I don't have to use Fingers of Frost because I'm not worried about Fingers of Frost at all, so like I'm not even gonna turn it back on. I'm not gonna turn it on. Lael, good afternoon, man. Welcome to the stream. Are they gonna pull all together? Yeah, probably. I would say that they probably will. I could do this. Polymorph one of them. Oh, they both started casting right away. Well, I blew him up, so that's good. Okay, that was not bad at all. These guys are really low level. I have to remind myself that we're actually really high level to be here. Well, we got all the shimmerweed, but I really don't want to leave here until I have my rune. I don't even know what it does. But it says flame, and I want to be a fire mage. So I have to have it. Let's head over this way and see if anybody's alive. Haha. Okay, I don't know where this guy came from. Apparently we got too close to wherever he was hiding. Let's try that again. Living Flame summons a Spellfire Flame that moves toward the target, leaving a trail of Spellfire. This trail deals 23 Spellfire damage every second to nearby... Okay, yeah. I remember this one now. This goes on our leg slot. So this is going to be an ability that I'm actually going to use. Apparently this is really good, especially for AoE. So that's nice. Let's replace it with that. What's the cooldown? A 1 minute cooldown. I can probably put it over here. I can get rid of auto attack. And we should be good to go. I feel like if that was the first rune you got, then every mage would be really excited and happy. You know what I mean? Like, if you got Living Flame right away, you'd be like, oh man, that's awesome. This is such a cool ability. I feel so good and more powerful to have this ability. If it was your first rune. Now, and the thing is, like, it's not really hard to get. You know, you can get it relatively soon. So, like, why not make it the first one that you get? Why not wait until now to get Icelands? Because at least now... At this point, if you want to go Frost, you have a couple of talent points. You know, you could be going into Frost. You could be taking some things that could kind of correspond with your Ice Lance a little bit more. So, like, level 14 sounds like a better time to get Ice Lance. And I feel like Living Flame they should give you, like, right away.
What can I get for you today? Keep your feet on the ground!
Alright, so we'll turn these in, and then we're just going to take care of everything on this side of the zone. We'll do everything, we'll get it all turned in, then we'll head to the east. And then I think the plan from there is just to go into Loch Modan. The problem is, it's the same that the problem always is. If I want to go into Loch Modan, like, realistically, guys, can I afford not to do Westfall? You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna do Dead Mines at some point, right? I'd like to, like, maybe have some of the quests for Dead Mines. I don't really care about the ones that happen outside the instance, like most groups don't do those anymore. But I wouldn't mind having some of those quests for Dead Mines at some point.
Keep your feet on the ground.
So, like, maybe I kinda have to go to Westfall.
Be good.
I don't know.
Off with you. Watch your back. Be good. Off with you. Watch your back. Be good. Off with you.
Alright, we also picked up the kill quest, which is also a low level. I wonder, is it worth it to even do it? It might not be worth doing this one. I'm gonna untrack it for now, and we'll focus on the gnomes and the trolls. So I don't know if I see a big reason to do a grey quest at this point. We're gonna have so many quests we can do between Loch Modan and Westfall, and we're already a pretty high level, so... Shadow Wolf says, thank you, Robert, for bringing me back to my childhood with my dad. Love your content. Even got my girlfriend hooked on your videos. Good job, my friend. Good job. And thank you so much for the $20 super chat. That's very generous of you. You guys are awesome. So when I can, I guess you said I should just do this. I should wand him down. Especially like these guys are probably just gonna melt. Like how long does this take to melt him? Yeah, we can do that. We can wand him. How much mana does this cost? 28 mana as compared to like a fireball costs 65 mana. Is a single target and doesn't really deal as much damage. This is 28 mana. It's an AoE. It does a ton of damage, and it's an instant cast. So that's kind of like a big win. I feel like Fire Spec is probably the funnest spec in SOD. I feel like they get a lot of cool things. I'm really looking forward to getting like Living Bomb for like our AoE. I think we get that over in Loch Modan. Yep. Stone Splinter Seers. I guess I will have to open Wowhead at some point and at least like try to visualize what abilities that I'm going after. I'm hoping Living Bomb goes on our hand slot. I would really like to have something nice for the hands that we're actually going to use. I mean, same thing with chest. Basically, I need to find a fire rune for chest and a fire rune for hands. And then we'll be all set. Let's do this. Let's come alongside them. We can do this and hit both of them with it. And we can wand this guy down. Just wait for the Molten Core raid. Are you saying that in like the way that like things will be immune to fire? Because they won't have that be the case. If there were immunities to fire, which I'm sure that there were, they will remove those immunities when we're doing Season of Discovery. Just like they made sure that the bosses in Morogh didn't have any immunities, because some of the bosses and some of the fights in BFD, like a lot of the stuff in there was immune to bleed damage. So especially trying to be an arms warrior with a bleed build, none of the elementals could bleed. So like, yeah, like for raid content, having those kinds of like RP immunities, like they'll just have to get rid of them. And I'm sure they know that. Which doesn't mean that they won't make Frost Spec really cool to make people want to play it, but I think they know they can't leave like a fire immunity on a bunch of raid bosses and completely stop anybody from being able to play a Fire Mage. I don't think they would do that in 2024. I am out of mana. Fair enough. Yeah. That's what I would think. They'll remove the immunity, but they'll probably do something really cool for frost mages to like iconically and thematically make mages want to roll frost, because obviously like frost against fire just like makes a certain kind of sense, and like ultimately it feels good. So yeah, they'll probably do something cool for frost. I don't even know like what frost really has, so like maybe they're already really cool. It just seems like fire is the place to be. Journeyman's pants. Oh, look at that. We can actually use that. We were wearing our beginning robe and our beginning pants. And we got to level 14 wearing those things. That's kind of crazy, actually. And I have to redo my rune. Will I ever remember to do that? Probably not. Alright, that's it for the gnomes. Let's head a little bit further to the south and we will go after the trolls. $123 crit? Wow. That was pretty. I probably don't need to be casting this much at these guys. I could be relying on the wand a lot more than I am. Chest up top? Up here? Yeah, am I gonna want what's in it? That's the real question. It's probably gonna be a waylaid supply that I'm not gonna fill. We'll go check it out. Despite being a season of discovery, they didn't do anything to make me excited for opening a chest. It's kind of burdensome because I know that like there's a good chance in the chest is going to be a waylaid supply that I'm not going to be able to afford to fill off the auction house, and that I can no longer turn in for any amount of rep at all. It's going to be worth like a silver. If possible, they've made me less excited about chest than like a normal version of the game. I still want them to do a season of treasure where like when you find a chest in the open world, there's like a personal loot table for your class and for your level. And like you're gonna get a blue or a green, later on you might get an epic. Like I want to have a reason to seek out all the chests in the game. I also like put more chests in and hide them. And then just make it like a personal loot thing. Like you pop the chest, the game looks at your class, it looks at your level. Boom, you get a green, a blue, an epic for your class that you can actually equip that might actually be an upgrade for you. Same thing like off of mobs, just like drastically increase the drop rate of random items off of mobs and drastically increase the size of that random loot table to compel people to go grind on mobs, knowing that hey, like every 50 mobs I kill they drop a blue for me. Like put it on like a personal loot type of thing so people know that there's a chance that they're gonna get something out of it. That would be cool. That would urge you to like explore the world, find chests, grind on enemies at your level, just to see like what cool loot. See, a waylaid supply. I might be able to fill this one. Silver leaf, I might be able to afford a stack of silver leaf. However, my inventory is full. So yeah, there's that too. Oh boy. Boy oh boy. Okay. We're basically done here. I can get out, I can get back to Brunel Village, and I can vendor. Yeah, we'll call it the season of personal loot, and you'll get personal loot by grinding on enemies and by popping chests in the world. Maybe also like along with like the mobs dropping random loot for your class, along with that, we could also do like a bounty board. Like every town has a bounty board. Every day the bounty board is a little bit different, and the bounty board will be like, go kill 50 murlocs. Okay, cool. And then when you're doing the bounty board stuff, like that's how you're farming up reputation with a new faction called the Monster Hunters Society. And so you're doing bounty board stuff for the Monster Hunter Society at different tiers. That's opening up awesome gear for you. You're getting awesome loot off of the mobs for all the grinding that you're doing. Because you're exploring to kill mobs, you're finding chests. That's giving you personal loot. That's what I imagined. That was my original imagining of a season of discovery. Which you can understand is kind of like why the season of discovery has been a little bit disappointing for me overall. In the scope of the things that you can actually discover. Because my ideas of discovery are quite a bit different, it turns out, than Blizzard's. I tab targeted the wrong guy. Hey, want to join the party? I'll just start wanding you. No problem, we got saved by a druid. But yeah, I'd like to see those kinds of mechanics in the Season of Classic. I'd like them to do those things, and I'd like them to just make, like, what makes Classic is that, like, you know, you don't get a lot of gear in Classic, right? So for a season could be made really exciting by making the loot exciting. I feel like it's important for a seasonal model of a game to make the rewards exciting. Make the gearing exciting. Like, it's not right now, you know what I mean? Like, the gearing was never exciting in Classic, and it's in the season, it's still not really, like, super exciting. Like, but they could do so much with it. Because of the season, like, at the end of it, when everybody's overpowered and, like, bloated with player power, like, too much gear, they could just flush the season. We start again next time. But in the meantime, we had a good ride. Roger, good afternoon, man. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna run away from all these guys. And we're just gonna get ourselves back to Brunel Village. I'm not gonna do the low-level kill quest here. I'm actually gonna just go ahead and drop that one. Get it out of our quest log. We are gonna vendor. We have to head back to Karanos, and then we're gonna go out to the east. Part of me wants to get started in Westfall, but I know that we can wait at least another level. Like, if we go there when we're level 15, that'll work fine. I don't know if I want to do the intro stuff in Loch Modan. We probably should. I'm kind of conflicted, like, about our overall leveling path, actually.
What can I get for you today?
But we'll play it by ear. I'm gonna get rid of the copper short swords one, and I will hold on to the silver leaf, and, like, maybe I can fill the silver leaf. I'm gonna sell these for now. I'm not gonna have the recipe for a while. These ones I'm gonna try to hang on to. I don't need this scroll, whatever it's gonna pop out. I don't want to waste the reagent. The reagents are like 2 silver a piece. I think that's probably pretty good.
Watch your back.
You know, they say 300% more coin from questing, but I haven't really felt it yet. Maybe you start to feel it when you get to like a higher level, because yeah, like I still feel like we can barely afford our skills. I'm definitely not feeling like a 300% increase has occurred. I could sell it on the auction house, but no one would. It would probably sell for like 2 silver. Like, basically, like, anything anybody really wants on the auction house at this point, like, if it's not a weapon, it's probably super affordable. Like, all the low-level stuff, all the recipes, nothing sells for a lot. It's almost like, to me, like, the inventory space while I'm out adventuring is worth more to me than holding on to it until I get back to the auction house. They should put auction boards in like the little town hubs so that I can access the auction house from like the town hub. If I could get to the auction house from a little board in town, like, I would probably sell more stuff on the auction house. It's the act of having to go back to town, like back to the major city to sell, that prevents me from selling like 90% of all things. And I know people are like, mail it to a bank hall. Yeah, but then like I gotta mail it to a bank hall. Then I gotta get on that bank hall. Then I gotta log them in. I gotta open their mail. I don't really want to do that either. But if there were like a little board, like kind of like where the command board's at, like instead of it being a command board, it could be an auction board. And we can just do the auction house stuff from wherever we're at. They could get cute with it and call it the trading post. Yep, call it the trading post. Instead of selling you cosmetics for in-game currency, it's just your gateway to the auction house.
Can I help you? Be seeing you. Alrighty then.
Yeah, my problems with the auction house are that I'm lazy. And so the only thing that's going to fix lazy is more convenience. The only way to get me to use the auction house more is to make the auction house more accessible, because I'm really lazy about it. That's probably not going to change. At this point, it's like an indelible part of my character. Be lazy about selling stuff on the auction house. It's like on my character sheet at this point.
Great to meet you. Off with you. Watch your back.
We can definitely kill the elite. We're definitely doing that. Oh, we dinged? Yeah, we did. We dinged. At some point, we dinged. Alright. Let's see. So now we are going into Ignite. Your critical strikes from fire damage spells cause the target to burn for an additional 8% of your spell's damage over 4 seconds. So that's going to go from 8 to 16. Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit of overall damage once we have 5 points in it. And then I think after that, we're obviously going to grab Pyroblast. Once we have Pyroblast, I might double back for Flamethrowing to increase our range by 6 yards on fire spells. Burning Soul gives you a 35% chance to not lose casting time. Improved Flame Strike sounds really good for some AoE potential. Increases the critical strike chance, and then the crit strikes... could cause Ignite. So yeah, I think that should work well together. Red Robin, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the stream.
Hi. Watch your back.
Are Fire Spec Mages rare? I don't think so in SOD. Because I'm pretty sure they deal like really good damage now. I think a lot of people just by default level Frost, because in Classic era, like Frost is always like kind of like the way to go for leveling. So yeah, I think while leveling up, a lot of people choose to go Frost. Not so sure if they do that in SOD, just because of all the changes, but... I feel like at endgame, Fire almost always outperforms Frost. In most versions of the game at most times. This guy is not here. He's dead. We'll hang out here for a second and see if he comes back. Oh no, he's not dead. He's like eerily overlooking the town below. What a creeper.
Great to meet ya.
I guess we'll take the pants. They're a little bit of an upgrade over what we have.
Off with ya.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We don't need to worry about the chest piece because I don't care about this ability. We're not really using frost at all. I'm not paying attention to this at all. So I'm not gonna bother with that one. What we are gonna do, like before we leave here, we're gonna at least go into Loch Modan and we're gonna get Living Bomb. And I'm hoping Living Bomb is either a chest or a hand rune, so that we can actually get like more fire spells out there.
What's on your mind? Hi?
Yeah, if I'm gonna keep wanding, I need a better wand. Otherwise, I'm just gonna I'm gonna start to cut wand out of the rotation. We'll do 2 fireballs, or we'll do 1 fireball and a living flame when living flame is off cooldown. This is a rare spawn. Very cool. Will he drop anything? Probably not. He did drop something, but we can't use it. Ice Pain Warhammer. That'd be a cool find if you were like a warrior or a paladin, you had nothing else going on. That'd be a nice drop. Sven, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Alright, we are done, so we're gonna run out of here. These guys are all gray for the most part. Some of them are green. They're not getting a lot of XP. So I'm gonna try to leash some of these guys. And we might have to fight our way out at the mouth of the cave, but I'm not gonna fight all these guys. Maybe I won't fight any of them. Let's see how it goes. Oh, wait. Wait. Frozen Trog. Oh, snap. Is this one of those ones where I need help with this? Like, am I gonna have to beg people in general chat to help me? That's gonna be super annoying. I have 3 fire spells. I don't know if maybe that's enough, like, on its own. Oh, man. Okay. I could pop this, I could hit him with one of these, and then I can get him with a fire blast. That's about all I can do. I'm gonna do the fire blast first. It's not enough. Son of a biscuit. How long will it take me to find someone to help with this, do you think? Because I now have to spam general chat until someone can come help me. Or the alternative is I don't get one of my abilities. So those are my options right now. My options are I beg and I wait. I beg and I wait and I wait and I wait, or I don't get the ability. No, you can't stack it fast enough on your own. Watch it tick down. Look how fast. Once that's gone, it doesn't stack anymore. So you can stack it to 2 on your own. 1, 2. I don't have a way to get it to 3. It might hit 3 for a minute. I don't know if Living Flame triggers it at all, but I can't break this on my own. You have to have help. You have to have at least one other person that has fire spells. Why am I not seeing this in general chat at all? What is going on here exactly? Okay. Everything's enabled. For some reason I'm not seeing any of general chat. There we go. Now I'm seeing it all of a sudden. So I have exceeded the number of messages that can be sent to this channel. They won't even let me spam for help. They won't even let me spam for help. I've exceeded the amount of messages. You have to build this up. My cast is not fast enough. That's the problem. You can see that it's ticking off. It doesn't matter like what I do. I can't cast Fireball quickly enough. Maybe if you had a Fire Wand, I'm not sure if like a Fire Wand would have any effect on it. Then please, guys, I want you to like, instead of just telling me I can solo it, you see the buttons that I'm pressing. Please tell me what buttons you would like me to press in what order to solo it. Because you see what I'm doing. You see that I'm spamming Fireball and it doesn't do it. You see that I'm working in my instant cast and it doesn't do it. So please tell me what number of buttons you'd want me to press, and in what order that you believe that you would press them to succeed at this on your own. I have, okay. This is what I got right now. This is what I have. You're looking at it. I have Living Flame. I have Fire Blast. I have Fireball. What else would you like me to hit him with? That's not the same as me being able to do it myself. You can't say that I can do it myself and then say that you'll come and help. That's not the point. The point is, you guys are telling me I can do this myself. I am demonstrating for you that I cannot. Like, that's the point right now. Like, like guys, I'm not the brightest person, but I do have like some understanding of how the game works. If I had one more instant cast thing, like I could trigger it. This doesn't seem to trigger it. But if you guys think I could press these in a different order, that's not how the mechanic works. You're trying to get this apply heat to 3 or higher. That's the goal. The goal is to, like, you see the little apply heat debuff here. More heat, more heat. It needs to stack to 3. Once it stacks to 3, then it melts the ice. I'm telling you, Living Flame doesn't do it. That's what I just said. Look, I have Living Flame on him right now. Living Flame doesn't do it. If Living Flame did it, then yeah, I would have got it on the first try, because that was the first thing I did. Living Flame does not give the buff. Watch again. Boom, apply heat. Living Flame doesn't do it. So, yeah. It's okay to be wrong, but at some point you do have to admit that you're wrong. If my Fireball were a little bit faster, you know what I mean? But I have my Fireball speed maxed out. And that's it. That's all we can do. If we had Living Bomb, if we went into Loch Modan and got Living Bomb, maybe Living Bomb would be the third ability we need. So, I don't know. But you guys, like, we've done a few of these on stream now, so like I know I need help doing it. You wonder if they changed it? I mean, you just all you need for evidence is to look at what just happened. Like, you have to sometimes, regardless of what we think has happened to us in the past, we have to look at the present facts, and we have to accept the facts that are happening in the moment. And we have to forget about whatever we think might have happened in the past, because it's no longer relevant. That happens sometimes. Like, sometimes stuff changes. Sometimes our recollection is off. Sometimes a thing happened in the past that we don't remember. Like, maybe somebody else happened to run by and cast a Fire Blast that you didn't notice, and so you think you did it on your own when you never really did. Like, anything could have happened. But the demonstratable reality is that a person with my abilities cannot solo this. That's the demonstratable reality, which I already knew before we even started this conversation. So yeah.
How are ya?
Still no whispers from general chat. So you guys know. So this is like when which I haven't yet, but when I go on tirades about how awful runes are, this is the situation that I'm talking about. If you ever catch me complaining about runes, or talking about how rune acquisition is really awful, and how it's not fun, it's not engaging, it's kind of a horseshit system. When I talk like that, it's because of situations like this, where like I can't get this ability on my own. I'm begging for help in general chat, and either nobody's around and then nobody cares, you know what I mean? Like, the reality of it is, yeah, I'm gonna get help from somebody. The reality of it is, look, there aren't a lot of people. This is a problem. This is gonna take time. Like, there just aren't a lot of people online. As the level ban opens up and the game gets longer and longer, there are gonna be less people at low level to come help you with this. This is somebody who's watching the stream, so this is not even somebody who is in general chat willing to help me. That's the other problem, is I'm not being helped by people in the game right now. I'm being helped by one of you guys. Like, that's a huge problem. If you're just a normal person and you're spamming general chat, you're not going to get anywhere. Let's pump some fire out here. There we go. 3 or more. 3 or more. That's all it takes. But it takes at least that. It takes at least 3 spells going off simultaneously. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and you're good. But you do need that extra person. Let's see. Burnout. There we go. Yeah, somebody got me. I appreciate it, though. But somebody was able to get on and help out. Okay, so that being the case, what does this do? Increases your spell critical strike chance with all spells by 15%, but your non-periodic spell critical strikes now have an additional mana cost. Okay. Okay, so when it's like a direct spell crit, like a Fire Blast or a Pyro Bolt, that has more mana cost. I am okay with that. Blood Moon, I got it. Thank you, though. Somebody jumped on and helped me. Somebody was like super fast and must have had a character parked in the area. I appreciate it, though. Alright, now that that's done, we're gonna go get Living Bomb. We'll probably... Well, I don't know if I want to do these quests. Yeah, we'll do the quest, I guess. I guess we'll do the quest. We'll see how it goes. We have a little breadcrumb over here. We could turn it on the way. We could go up here and do the Lost Pilot, I guess. That's just kind of like free experience. We might as well do it. I'm wondering if with the experience buff, if I'm kind of wasting my time doing like lower level quests, you know? Like, am I wasting my time by doing level 10 quests? Should I be focusing on like level 11, 12, 13 quests? I'm kind of like, I'm torn between these two like ideologies. With the XP buff, it really throws things off. The XP buff didn't really prove to be enough to not zone hop at all. Like, I wasn't comfortable not zone hopping. But now, like, I know we don't need to do the full zone hopping. Like, I know we're not going to need to do all of Loch Modan and all of Westfall. I just don't know how much of either I want to do. Now there's a lot of player choice in where I level. Whereas, like, previously, I just had to level everywhere. And I had to do everything. Now I actually have to choose, like, what, where, and when I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do. Because there are going to have to be, like, some quests in this level range that we just don't get to.
How are you?
Did I kill the frozen thingy tactical? Yeah, somebody in chat jumped on really fast and helped me. I needed help from chat though, like I wasn't finding any help in general chat. Like there was nobody in the game wanted to come help, and to be fair, there just aren't a lot of people on, so. It's a bad feeling when like you discover one of your runes, you know you need help to get it, and there's nobody around to help you to get it. I wonder if it's going to be a hill they die on, if they're just never going to change how the lower level runes are acquired. It seems like at this point they've already changed so much that it seems like they have a big blind eye for how annoying it can be for like low level people to get their low level runes when nobody else is around. They just have like a huge blind spot for it, like they refuse to even talk about it, acknowledge it in any way, like... I think they're just gonna ruthlessly stick to their guns on it, and then, you know, when the level 60 band is opened up, you know, 4 or 5 months from now, like, you're not gonna be able to get these low-level runes unless you have, like, a guild of people willing to help you, but you're not gonna be able to look in general chat, because the handful of people in general chat are just trying to level up their characters. They're not gonna want to come and help you. There's gonna be, like, 6 of them, and they're all gonna be occupied. Or just not paying attention to general chat. Exactly, John. You want the Warlock tanking rune because you'd love to tank on a Warlock, but you don't feel like doing the content to get it. Exactly. Because it's not, like, super simple. And it probably relies on having a group of people unless you're going to do it at, like, a really high level. You know? And so, yeah, you don't want to do the content. You don't find the content fun or engaging. There's not really, like, an inbuilt reason to do the content except you want to get the ability. The problem is, like, we've had 20 years of simply training our abilities or speccing into them. And so for some of us, we just find it kind of tedious to have to do, like, a long chain or to kill multiple elites across multiple zones, run around here. A lot of us don't really find that fun. A lot of us don't really want to be bothered to do that kind of thing to get our core class abilities. I think that kind of stuff would be better suited to, like, different types of things, like, not our class abilities. Like, maybe you would want to do it if at the end of it you get an awesome piece of gear. Imagine how easy it could be. Because they could change it so that you can do all that crap, you get the rune, but maybe also you get an amazing piece of gear. Maybe by, like, getting your runes, you assemble, like, some kind of tier set, or maybe almost like an heirloom type of item. Maybe for some of the runes that are, like, really tedious to get and require a lot of running around, maybe you get some kind of heirloom armor. Like, just something additional to sweeten the pot a little bit to make you want to pull up Wowhead and, like, actually do the content. I don't know. I'm not a game developer, so what do I know? And sometimes what sucks about those ones, the ones that can, like, make you into a tank or can make you into a healer, is that, like, if you have to wait to get them, then you're missing out on content, you know what I mean? Like, if you have to wait to, like, level 25, level 30, level 40 to solo or to get your Warlock tanking rune, then that's, like, a bunch of low-level dungeons that you're not going to be able to tank on that character. You know, same thing, like, with healing on a mage. Like, if it takes you a while to get it, then it's just gonna, like, it's gonna take away from the content that you could do. I wish some of the more fundamentally, like, class-changing runes were just available a little bit more simply. Like, the ones that make you a tank, the ones that make you a healer, the ones that take you from being melee to range, like, the big formative changes.
Well,
You know, it feels like it would be better just to
See you
give those to
soon.
people a little bit more easily, since that might be the reason they want to play the class to begin with, and, like, kind of like holding it away from them for a long period of gameplay time, locking it behind something that happens at a higher level or behind, like, a really long quest chain kind of sucks. So at the end of the day, if you want a Warlock tank, you just want a Warlock tank. You don't necessarily want to play 30 levels as a normal Warlock just to be able to tank eventually.
How are you? Be good.
But that's it. That's my rant about runes. I won't get off on it too hard. But that's it. I still don't like them. I still don't care for them, but they are what they are, and it doesn't seem like Blizzard is gonna have any plans to change how they are anytime soon. They haven't talked about it at all.
What's on your mind? See you soon.
Yeah, imagine how many more tanks we would have leveling up if people could get their Warlock tanking rune at like level 10. Imagine getting it at level 15 and being ready to go into Deadmines with it. Or even on the Horde side into Ragefire Chasm. There'd probably be a lot more tanks. I don't know anything about like the Rogue tanking rune, but I'm assuming like as a Rogue you probably don't get it till later on either. But I honestly don't know. I know that leveling up I did not come across a lot of Rogue tanks, so I don't know if that was just because they were bad or because the rune acquisition was a little bit difficult. I almost didn't see this guy there hiding in the bushes. Apparently the Stone Splinter rags have more armor than the warm winter robe, so we're wearing the rags now. Everyone enjoy, you know, wearing the rags. Yeah, this wand is too weak now. It got weak really fast. It's not great. Gotcha.
No, safe travels. What can I do for you? What's on your mind? Be good.
Alright, level 16. Let's keep going into Ignite. And then at some point we are going to have to train the next time we're back in a town. But now, more importantly, we can go after the Seers and we can get our Living Bomb. And it would be really, really nice if Living Bomb went on my hand slot. I don't know if it does. I have no idea. But I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. Alright. It looks like they might have dropped right away. Excellent. It was a hand slot. Okay, so Living Bomb. The target becomes a Living Bomb, taking 86 fire damage over 12 seconds. After 12 seconds, or when the spell is dispelled, the target explodes, dealing 43 fire damage to all enemies within 10 yards. So, like, Living Bomb and Living Flame, like, really, really big AoE damage. I'm looking forward to getting that into some 5-man dungeons and having fun with it. How good is it on a single target? I don't know. It's better than nothing, I guess. It costs 64 mana, so like I really don't know like how much we want to be throwing it up on a single target. But we'll play with it and we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Like, on a single target, it's not going to expire. That's the problem, right? I guess it's still a damage over time. Yeah, probably more useful in a dungeon than it's going to be like soloing anything. I wonder what is our single target fire glove slot. I guess I should probably like at least investigate it. to see, like, ideally as a fire mage, what do we want in our glove slot for single target? Okay. Let's look at the phase 1 runes. There really isn't anything. Rewind time is gloves. Arcane Blast goes on gloves. Living Bomb goes on gloves. And Ice Lance. So there really is nothing. There's not a good, like, single target fire rune. And this really does seem like, I mean, it might not even be worth the mana to cast it on single targets. Alright, so in reality, like, I don't even want to do this quest right now. It's a higher level. So we should probably... Let's take ourselves up to Felsamar. And let's grab the flight point. We have a couple things we can turn in back in Ironforge. And then we're probably not going to make our way back out to the logging camp on this character, so let's go ahead. We'll keep the report to Giran. Okay.
I've the finest wares in the land.
Alright, so we'll do the low-level stuff. We'll do the level 11 quest for the meat and for the rat ears.
Safe travel.
We should at least do that.
Keep your feet on the ground. See you soon. Keep your feet on the ground.
And then after we do that stuff, then we'll probably want to head over to Westfall. And we have a full inventory. Yet again. Did I know there's a repair guy at the dam? I remember that now that you said it, yeah. I was making my way over to the tower, where there's also a repair guy. We're about equidistant. We were a little bit closer to the guy on the dam. Had I thought about him at all or looked at the map, I could have headed that way. I think I'm gonna carve my way over here, though. Ferocious, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream.
You got my attention.
I'm not going to sell any of the meat. If I sell any of the meat, I'll sell the wrong ones. I'm just going to hang on to all of it until we get the quest turned in. What else do I need to sell? I don't need 2 stacks of the potions. Having them out on the bar would probably be good. I don't need the cheese. The silver leaf, I kind of want to see if I can fill it, but I'm kind of getting tired of holding on to it. And eventually I need to do some tailoring, but that's not going to happen right now.
Off with you.
Mikey, what's going on, man? Good afternoon. Waldemir, good afternoon to you as well.
You got my attention. Be good. Watch your back. Be good.
I don't think I'm gonna grab this one yet.
Watch your back. How are you? Off
Stormpike's
with you.
order goes to Stormwind.
Good. Off with you.
Let's grab it. What level is it? Level 15. I really don't want to be working on a bunch of higher level quests. But we are right nearby. And we still need some tunnel rat ears, so maybe we can pair these two up. We can go get the miner's gear, and we can maybe finish up the tunnel rat ears at the same time. How am I finding the XP boost? It's been pretty good. It's not such a big boost that you're like flying through levels super fast. It's enough of a boost that like I still feel the need to do a little bit of zone hopping. Like at first I thought we could just go, you know, like one zone at a time in the leveling order. It didn't really feel like that was going to be the ideal way to go, so we still did a little bit of zone hopping, but it's felt pretty good. I think sometimes people see 100% and they're like, oh my god, 100%, so you're going to level twice as fast? And like, you don't level twice as fast. Because a lot of what you're doing is still traveling around, and obviously like you're not moving 100% faster, so, and you're not necessarily killing 100% faster, so it doesn't translate to being like twice as fast. Our slash played, like we're level 16, and we've been playing for 6 hours, almost 7 hours. Yeah, about 7 hours we've been playing, and we are only level 16, so It feels pretty good. For a season of WoW, like, it feels pretty good at this point, honestly. Now, the bad thing is going to be when we're artificially stopped at level 40. Like, it's going to feel really good. Like, oh, yeah, we're cruising. This feels good. Nice journey. Not too fast, not too slow. And then we're going to hit 40, and that's the level cap right now, so... It would be really nice if they would start lifting the level cap, and even if they don't have, like, the level 50 content done yet, like if the raid's not done, the battleground's not done, whatever... I think people are ready to continue leveling their characters up, though, like past level 40. So they should maybe consider lifting the restriction soon. That's my opinion. And then they can put the raid in at level 50, like, whenever it's done, whenever they're ready for it to come out. I don't know if I need this at all. I'll take it. I'll just take it, like, whatever. That's fine. I don't even know what it is. I don't even know if I have any of the reagents that I need. Yeah, see, I'm out of reagents. You need to buy these items to decipher the scrolls, and I don't have any. They cost like 2 silver apiece. We have a gold now. We are finally seeing like a little bit of money come in. Now that being said, we have to train level 16 still. Possibly level 14. I'm not even sure if we train level 14. We don't have the mana for this necessarily. In a minute, we're not going to have the HP for it either. I'm just going to lease that guy. Oh, it looks like this other player has interceded. And there we go. We are done with the ears. We are done with the supplies. Now we're looking for one more boar intestine, and then we need 3 spider ichor. And we can turn all this stuff in, and we can skedaddle on out of here.
Here there. Watch your back. Here there. Off with you.
Oh, there we go. There's something with stamina on it.
Be good.
It's better than the trog rags that we're wearing. There we go. Marson, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Food photographer, I could auction more stuff instead of selling it. I mean, obviously. Yeah, we had this conversation earlier. If I wasn't a lazy person about the auction house, I would auction more stuff, sure. But I'm just really lazy about it, and it's not going to change. I would rather just prioritize bag space and not lie to myself and say that I'll hit up the auction house in a little bit, because I'll never hit up the auction house. Earlier I talked about how they should consider adding like a little trading post to every questing hub. Like kind of like the size and shape of the command board, but instead of it being the command board, you click on it and it takes you to the auction house. And if I had an auction house in like the little towns, and I didn't have to go back to the major city, then I would auction a lot more stuff. But yeah. Until then, I will not be auctioning much. Juliandro, welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Mendy, good afternoon. Happy Thursday to you. Welcome to the stream. No, Roger, they never did. Not that I'm aware of. I've never seen an auction house person in any place besides the major cities. Like, whatever the major questing hub is. I'm pretty sure they had them in, like, Dalaran, you know, like, whatever the major questing hub was for the expansion, they existed, but I don't think they ever put them, like, out in the world anywhere. Maybe there's a mountain retail that lets you access the auction house, I don't know. Cody the mage starts to feel stronger after level 25, once you have some talent points. That's cool. It doesn't feel too bad right now. I think that the only thing I'm feeling right now is, like, you know how they buffed all the mobs so they have 20% more HP and like 20% more attack power. So some things just, like, I feel that their HP bar is a little bit chunky. Like, I can't wand effectively because of it. But I feel like I can kill stuff okay. It's nice to know they get stronger. What's killing me right now kind of is, like, I can kill stuff really quickly, but I'm not really mana efficient while I do so. Which isn't a huge problem. Alright, that's it for the spider ichor. Now we are looking for... what do we need? We need one more boar intestine. I don't see any boar anywhere around here. Oh, there's one. Was there a mobile auction house thing? Like a cell phone app? Like, maybe there was at one point. I'm not sure, like, how that worked or if it still exists. Apparently the boars here have, like, stopped dropping intestines. And they haven't been spawning in very frequently either. Maybe if I kill other stuff, they'll respawn as boar? There we go.
How are you? Keep your feet on the ground. Great to meet you. Safe travels.
How are you? See you soon. Be good.
Alright, so I'm going to fly to Stormwind. Once we're there, we have to train at least level 16. I don't know if we train level 14 or not. And then we will head over to Westfall. I'm going to go AFK in flight. I need to refill my coffee. I got a bio. So I'm going to step away for a minute. I will pin that to the chat.
Talk to me.
I will put myself on the actual flight.
What's your
And I will see you guys on the flip side. There we go, that was timed fairly well. We have a couple of things we could turn in here. We have Elmore's Task. Oh, that was... we probably should have turned that in a while ago. Let's do that. We also need to grab Humble Beginnings. And we need to train. Maybe I should prioritize training. Also, getting a Greater Magic Wand would be a good idea. Let's check the auction house for the Greater Magic Wand. And see if we can afford it, or what. Let's take the comment down. Oh my dear God, this is what I was worried about. This is what happens, like, inflation is so bad, like, I can't afford that. I mean, I could afford it, but that would be all my money. All my money would be gone. I can't justify it. It's absolutely horrendous. A gold and a half for a Greater Magic Wand. What is the world coming to? Let's go train level 16 and see exactly how broke we are. And that apparently if I want a Greater Magic Wand, I have to send myself a little bit of gold. Now, that being said, I don't have a lot of gold, so it's gonna be tough. Hey, Alex, I'll be here for a minute, man. Yeah, I wouldn't object to that. I'll be here for a minute. We have to train. I have to run all the way over to, like, the Dwarven district, so we'll be here for a second. I should probably do some tailoring. Maybe that would be a good idea to do. Let's see. It would help with some of my inventory issues. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll just do all this for right now. We'll see how far this gets us. It's probably not going to get us like super far. So Cheese, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Joel, good afternoon, buddy. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, let's buy a bunch of coarse thread.
You need something? See you later.
Well, that went green immediately, so maybe we don't want to make a bunch of those.
Good day to you.
Well, let's go with the belts. I'm going to primarily be concerned with just getting skill ups. I don't think there's anything at this level that we can really make that we need.
See you later.
That's going to fill our inventory up.
Open for business.
Let us purge.
Have a good one.
Hello.
Hey there. Safe travels.
And then we have to go around the corner to learn the next rank of it.
Ishnu Allah. May the stars guide you.
How are you? Have a good one.
What can I do for you? Safe travels. What's on your mind? Be good.
Good day to you.
Interest you on a pint? Off with you. Well met. Safe travels. Great to meet you. See you soon.
I never trained. That being said, do I need to train right now? Not really. Arcane Missiles rank 2 we're not going to use. Detect Magic I'm not going to use. And Flame Strike would be nice for when we do a dungeon. But I'm not going to need that until we do Dead Mines. So realistically, like level 18 I absolutely want Fireball. Rank 4. But I don't think I have to go back to the trainer now. I think we can wait. Yeah, Alex, I'll be heading to Westfall. You'll probably be able to fly there sooner than I'll get there. We'll see. Yeah, I don't have the flight point yet, so I'm gonna have to run. Poleva Lumi? I probably butchered that, but thank you. Yeah, we hit 27,000 subs. It's pretty big. That being said, it's taken a long time to get to that point, but I appreciate the call out. Yep, by my calculations, at this rate, I should have my 100,000 subs plaque by the time I am 76 years old. If we if we keep growing at our current rate, which has been consistent across the last 4 years, then by the time I'm 76, I'll have 100,000 subs and I can get my play button from YouTube to hang on the wall. Will I live to 76? Probably not. My son's already told me that he'll take over the channel when I die, so that we can get the play button. And on that note, if you guys are enjoying hanging out, and for whatever reason you're not subbed to the channel, subbing to the channel actually helps me out a lot. And that's just the free sub. I'm not talking about the membership. I'm talking about just clicking subscribe on the YouTube page. Actually really does help grow the community. Same thing with leaving a like. You probably tell yourself, yeah, it probably doesn't help out too much. It helps out a lot. Taking the 5 seconds to leave a like, to make sure you're subbed, like those 2 clicks help me out immensely. And I don't talk about it a lot.
What can I do for you?
You need something? See you around. See you later.
Mikey, have a good rest of your day, man. We'll see you next time. "2020 Human Priest." That must have been Athos? Must have been Athos. That was a fun one. He's still around. I did a couple episodes on Athos recently.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
What can I do for you? Safe travels. Have a good one. See you around. Farewell. Safe travels. Be careful.
So the good news is we haven't lost any of the quest here in Westfall. Like nothing big has gone gray on us. That's the nice thing. The bad thing is now we're looking for bags of oats. This guy found one before I did. The bags of oats might be a challenge to get depending on how many people are on in the zone. 50 people. So yeah, finding bags of oats might not be as easy as we would hope. Blood Moon, have a good rest of your day. Take care. We'll see you next time. Oh, look at that. He snuck right in there and he didn't aggro any of those guys. Yeah, it's gonna be some competition. Oh, he wasn't going for that. He was going for the herb. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Can I sneak in there the same way? No, absolutely not. I cannot sneak in there quite like that. That was not gonna happen. Dustin, it all helps out a lot, man. Yeah, it all helps. Alright, let's go pick everything up at Sentinel Hill. And then we'll set out. And we should be able to fight basically everything. Suddenly these Gortusk have a ton of HP. We hit him with 2 fireballs and it was like, it barely affected him. Oh yeah, all of my hunters have had boar pets. Absolutely.
Need help? Light bless you. For the Alliance. Be careful. Well met. For the Alliance.
Hey there. See you around.
What can I do for you?
What is this? Rumi of Morogh, the Collective Works. Okay. So maybe just a random book I need to collect? Cool. Does it do anything? No, it fills up my inventory. Okay, so it does have a purpose. It sits in my inventory until I have a bunch of other items, I guess. Turn it into a librarian? I have to turn 10 of them in. Oh, Jesus. I hope they stack, because I don't have room in my inventory for 10 unique items. Not to be, like, carrying them around with me. That's crazy. Monica, good afternoon, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. I really don't know beyond the runes that I have, like what runes I even want for my build. I didn't really see anything that was like super good for fire mages. So I'm not like really keen to get much of anything else, I don't think. Like if I look at the rune list, like we have Icelands, I have Living Flame, Enlightenment goes on the chest piece. I don't really need that. What's on my chest piece right now? Yeah, I want Burnout on my chest. The only thing that like I could if I had a single target here, I could swap out Living Bomb, but there really isn't a single target fire for the glove slot. I got Burnout on the chest, Fingers of Frost, Living Bomb, Regeneration for the chest piece is a healing thing I don't really care about. Arcane Surge for legs, I'm not going arcane, so I don't care about that. Arcane Blast for gloves, I'm not going arcane, so I don't care about that. Icy Veins for legs. I'm not going to give up Living Flame. Rewind Time for gloves, that's a healing thing. I'm not going to worry about that. Mass Regeneration for legs is a healing thing. Yeah, I don't need any of these. What about the Phase 2 runes? What do I want from that? Let's see. Phase 2 Spellfrost Bolt. I don't think I need that. Frost Firebolt. Sounds cool. Frostfire damage, slowing movement speed, causing an additional damage over time. Or well, I'm probably gonna want Hot Streak though. Anytime you score 2 non-periodic spell crits in a row using Fireball, Fire Blast, Scorch, or Living Bomb, your next Pyroblast will be instant. Yeah, so I want Hot Streak. And then probably Spell Power. Increase critical strike damage bonus of all spells by 50%. Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious. Spell Power and Hot Streak. But for the Phase 1 runes, like, I have everything I want. Like, there's nothing else that I want for my build from Phase 1, so I'm good to go. Yeah, Hot Streak and Spell Power. Yeah, absolutely. And so those are both probably going to be like 3-hour long. I'm not even going to look at the requirements for them right now, because I don't even want to think about it. We'll do them once we're level 40, I guess. Yeah, unless they happen to be like super convenient, unless I happen to be leveling up in an area and for some reason they're just nearby, but that's not how these things work typically. And so I'll probably take a look at them eventually. I'm not going to do it right now, because I don't want to get like super... Oh crap, sorry Alex, I'm like spaced out. Thank you, man. You got some wicked gear. Damn. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Also, your gear is amazing. I'm going to inspect you. Nice, nice. Very nice. And thank you. Let's get that going. 10 slot bags. That's gonna help out a lot. There's a dire magic wand? Oh, just a dire wand, level 21. Very cool. I don't think I've ever had that one before. Hot Streak is pretty easy to get. Just go to one place in Alterac Mountains and Flame Strike 2 Bellows. Oh, then kill a fire elemental. Okay, well that's nice to know. That doesn't sound too bad. Snicklefritz, I can turn in the books one at a time. Oh, do they go to like the librarian in Stormwind? Or like different librarians throughout the world? Yeah, see, now using the wand might actually be worth it again. Now the wand will deal actual damage. Stormwind, okay. In the Mage Tower, though. Oh, I would have thought the Stormwind Library. I don't know why. I just thought, like, books, library. But it goes to the Mage Tower. I guess, you know, since we're a mage, that makes sense. Oh, well, that's cool. An actual tailoring pattern drop that we can learn. Very nice. We don't really need it, but it's cool that we can make it. Marlena, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. This is going to be a fire mage. We are going full fire, and we are only going after fire runes. Apparently this guy is still tough, even at level 17. Matthew Weeks, thanks for saying so, man. I appreciate you stopping by and checking out the stream. Primordial, good afternoon, good evening to you. Peter, exactly. Yeah, she was blonde at first, and then I actually, before the stream, I remade the character. Because obviously, Fire Mage, redhead, it works pretty well. You nailed it.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
Damn, I mean, for level 11 and level 10 guys, they really, really hurt us. We are incredibly weak. I'm kind of looking forward to getting some kind of magical barrier. I thought at some point we got some kind of a barrier. Let's take a look. Mana shield at level 20. Yeah, I need mana shield. These guys hurt way too much to be level 10 and 11 when I'm level 17. That's just, we don't have buffs up, that's a problem. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, maybe it's the armor I was missing, because they just really messed me up. Yeah, that's true. Mana Shield will eat our mana pretty quickly. Yep, I guess the only thing to do is to just not run into a bunch of enemies unexpectedly. That would probably be better just to plan it out. Let's go get the Pocket Watch, that way we can turn both of these in, and then we can go after the Murloc Eyes. And I think we also still need, what, three livers. Is there a fire shield? Yeah, there's a fire shield that stops, like, fire damage. Well, I think we get that at, like, level 20 as well. But it only stops, like, magical fire damage. Yeah, fire ward. Level 20. What spec is the typical classic mage? I mean, I feel like throughout history, a lot of people have leveled up as Frost. Like, historically, Frost is the, like, leveling spec. But, like, damage-wise, like, as far as, like, which spec deals the most damage, like, Frost has never been on top. Usually you level up as Frost and then you spec something else. You know, it's probably also just the 20% additional attack power that they gave all enemies that's really hurting us. Like, you notice it less when you're wearing chainmail, or you're wearing plate, or you're wearing leather, but when you're wearing cloth and every enemy in the game has 20% bonus to their attack power, well, you get beat on. It turns out you get beat on pretty easily. Frost, like, the reason Frost is safer is mainly because it has more ways to slow down and stop the enemy. Like, once you spec into Frost a little bit, you have chances to freeze them in place, you have chances to crit them. It's a good leveling spec. I just didn't want to do it. Alright, that's all the Murloc eyes we need. Let's get out of here. And we still need some livers? No, I think we got the livers, didn't we? We got oh no, we need 2 more livers still. Oh my gosh. Robert. Much appreciated. Good afternoon. Nope, no ganking yet on Lone Wolf. We haven't been in a contested zone yet. So
Need something? Safe travel.
I still don't know what it's going to be like once we get into like Red Ridge or Duskwood or anywhere like that.
See you around.
Hello.
So far, we just haven't
Have a
had to
good
deal
one.
with it.
See you around.
None of the boars that we're fighting have livers. That's the problem. Robert, that's awesome, man. Yeah, focusing on like trying to do like the current main story stuff in Dragonflight was what got me to like actually enjoy retail again. I was very happy to go back and see the Emerald Dream stuff. It was my gateway to like understanding retail again and actually enjoying playing it again. The guilds are not very active. I don't think a lot of people really felt like raiding Morogh. Alex said they haven't raided Morogh as a guild. So I mean, granted, like I quit playing. I always want to allow for the fact that like me not playing the season should not impact like other people playing it, but you know it does. I think people go and they find other places to play. So they haven't been really active. I think the activity on both Lone Wolf and Wild Growth is about the same as far as like the people who are like active in the guild. Like if I look at people who have like logged in recently, like we got some people that have logged in. I look at like the past couple days. So yeah, we got characters that have logged in the past couple days. This might be just a few people and their alts though. Like it's hard to say. Yeah, you're kind of split between servers. We won't do that again. we won't do that in a future season. In future seasons, we're simply going to go on a PvE realm. We're not going to do PvP stuff in like future seasons. There won't be any question of like where we go or what we do. In future seasons, in future content, in future like releases of the game, we will never again go on a PvP realm. So as it is, like I'll probably level some characters over here on Wild Growth, and or on Lone Wolf, and I'll probably level some characters up on Wild Growth. So like on Wild Growth, I have my only level 40 is my Paladin. And that's over on Wild Growth. Now, granted, the Paladin is unplayable right now because it's awful at everything. But, you know, I'd like to pick the character up eventually. Yeah. Like, definitely play on Wild Growth. Like,
Hello.
if you're someone who has limited time,
Safe
which, like,
travels.
basically everybody has some kind of, like, time
Farewell.
limitation, then
See
you're
you
probably
around.
better off playing on Wild
Be
Growth.
careful. Have a good one.
To be fair, when I rolled this character here, I didn't quite understand that the guild was dead, that nobody was doing the raids. But apparently we just never had enough people at 40 to put out any groups, so... Had I known that the guild activity was really low, then, you know, we might have been over on Wild Growth instead. And I'll probably level some characters over there as well. I'd like to finish leveling the Warlock on Wild Growth, since the Warlock is like level 15 or 16. I think I'd like to level them up. See how that is. The Cataclysm beta's live? That's awesome. I never signed up for the beta. I never bothered, and I don't think that without signing up, I don't think they're just going to give me access to it. Public test realm, classic PTR. No, they have not. They have not chosen just to randomly give my account access to the Cataclysm beta, and I never manually signed up for it, so probably out of luck on that one. Alright, what do I need? What do we have going on? I think we're good for now up this way. This went gray. We lost the Trapper and Smuggler quest. We're still gonna have to do it because that's gonna get us into subsequent quest chains, but we might not get full XP from it. Yeah, I don't think, like, to be honest, I don't really have a big interest in playing Cataclysm in the beta. I'll love to play in the pre-patch. As soon as the pre-patch hits, we'll start leveling up a Worgen. But for the beta, like, I don't know. Because whatever I do in the beta, I'm just gonna, if I enjoy what I do in the beta, I'm gonna have to do it over again anyway. I'd rather just wait until stuff is live. And so how long do we think it's going to be then until we see the pre-patch? 6 to 8 weeks. So still like 2 months. Maybe sometime in May we'll see the pre-patch drop. It'd be nice to have a nice long, like, lengthy pre-patch, like maybe 5 or 6 weeks for the pre-patch. So people can level up their Worgens and their Goblins. That would be cool. Alright guys, I'll tell you what, I'm actually out of time for today, so I have to be going. Thank you guys very much for being here and hanging out. I'm having a really awesome time on the Mage. And so we will continue with this tomorrow. Thanks again. If you guys enjoyed hanging out, leaving a like, making sure you're subbed to the channel, that stuff does really help me out a lot, and I appreciate those that do. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there, and take care of each other, and we will see you back in Azeroth again very soon. Bye for now.